I mean, if you were going to make, let me purl this and I'll hold up what we've got so far. If you were going to make a scarf out of this, or do like a panel on a blanket, this is row 8, which is just an all purl row. So we're about to start over with all 8 rows. This is not a bad little stitch. I mean, it makes a nice little pattern, you know, some very simple texture on an all knit background. I think it's pretty. I'm a little worried. I'm getting into enjoying the more complicated stuff, you know? I mean, I do like simple knitting. I'm lazy by default. But just like with the color work hat and stuff like that, that is not the first thing I would do. And I'm kind of like, yeah, now I want to try that on a different project. I wonder what other color work I could do. That's kind of frightening to me. Because I'm usually like, yeah, I want one skein of yarn and I want all knit stitches. Let's go. But yeah, I'm kind of enjoying the complicated stuff. You just got some glass towers and put all your yarn and stuff in that. And the cat can't get at it. That's a big deal right there. I have a dresser that I have a lot of it stored in. But I'm out of space. And ultimately, I'd like to get some kind of cabinet system or a built-in or something like that, just so this room doesn't look like a craft store blew up in it. But, you know, I I don't have a wall of money either, so I'm kind of like, yeah, maybe you can just make that dresser work for a bit. I keep talking myself out of a nice storage system. The glass tower sounds nice. There have been, and I know Jenny Knits did this, and I've seen it on Pinterest as well, where people will go to like estate sales or yard sales and they'll buy a china cabinet, like a huge china cabinet with like, you know, glass panels in the doors and a whole bunch of drawers and stuff like that that you normally put your good silver and stuff like that in, and they fill it with yarn. And I would love to do that if I could get it repainted in white, because I'm trying to keep everything blending in with the walls in here. And that's like the #1 problem I have with the dresser. And I could paint the dresser, but it's not maybe an antique, but it's a special dresser. Like I researched down to the builder of the dresser, and I don't want to paint it. I don't want to ruin it. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. You have a house that looks like a craft store blew up in it. Yes, your yarn barn. Exactly, Jenny. I have been looking on Pinterest at like huge office setups, and you know, where like I get a cabinet company to come in and do cabinets all the way around, and maybe almost like a pantry, like you'd put in your kitchen, like build me a pantry system on this wall and some cabinets up here, and I would have all the storage I could possibly need. Or I could have enough storage for now until I buy more yarn than fits in that storage. But it would solve everything on this wall. This wall, I hate this wall. I love this section over here. I'm like, oh, this is so happy, and this makes me so upset. It's driving me nuts. I want to do something, but I don't know what to do. I'm so indecisive. Did I host? I don't know, Allcrafter. I'll have to look up at the bot. Allcrafter, you did. Thank you for the host. So did May Lilies and Lady Frenzy and M Chav. Thank you for your host. You're trying to keep everything in your craft room, but I know it's very hard. The yarn has a mind of its own, Valara, and it will just throw itself out of drawers and onto the floor and just say, you will use me. And, you know, it doesn't behave. Evidently, you need a reminder. It's okay. If you're not hosting, I appreciate it, Freckle Fiberworks, but it's totally okay. It's too early for MChav. Thank you guys. Jenny, thank you for those too. So here's